Hey y'all, it's your captain for all things creative coming at you with the Real Housewives of Dubai Season 2 Episode 6 review. And if you remember nothing from this episode, know that Stansberry is a body double for Margot Robbie apparently. And Taleen don't see it for Brooks and she's not fooling anyone. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're returning, thank you for rocking with us. We get into a lot of things, so let's get into Dubai real quick. So Taleen and Brooks are still arguing at that table that we saw them at last week, and the girls asked what the fight was about. So Taleen rehashes the whole telephone story about how when she pulled Caroline to the side, some people said that Caroline didn't see it for her, but Caroline asserts that she did not refer to Taleen in that smack-talking way that Brooks insinuated. And Taleen starts going in on Brooks about listening to her friends and not starting mess. And then Ayan remarks that Taleen is really choosing Stansberry over Brooks. And then when Brooks starts saying snarky things to Taleen, Sarah inserts herself and tries to coach Brooks into speaking more gently and trying to get her to apologize. But then Stansberry interjects on Sarah and asks her why she keeps speaking for Brooks and telling Brooks what to say like a puppet master. Since Stansberry says that Sarah couldn't stand Brooks last year, she basically wants Sarah to shut her trap. Sarah then says she's in a catch-22 since she would get in trouble for telling Brooks to apologize and also for not telling Brooks to apologize, so she can't win for losing. Then Brooks deflects by taking Lisa and Sarah away from the table to confront Sarah about what she had said at the Emirati dinner. So if you remember last week, them girls were low-key kind of talking about Lisa's back, but not in a super malicious way. But Sarah definitely did say something along the lines of, well, maybe Lisa got something going on at home. And lines like that is kind of triggering to people, especially when it's asked to people of color, like at school or on your job, like these women are, regardless of how petty their job is, because they are supposed to talk about each other. But Lisa said it felt like Sarah was low-key coming for her marriage. And Sarah says it's not what she meant, but Lisa's sticking with Ayan's version of the story that it was shady. And then Sarah promised that she, would word her statements more carefully in the future. You then see two small scenes of some of the ladies and their kids, namely Brooks and her son, who's playing the VR headset game against zombies. And then you see Sarah telling her son to tell her almost boyfriend that he will miss him, while also telling the man that they're not far enough along their relationship for her to tell him that she misses him herself. Mess. Then you see Ayan and Lisa meet up, and Lisa breaks down and says that the real reason she was mad about what Sarah said is because her husband says she was always too tired to have relations lately with him. And she also says that Mina Rose is actually her backup plan in case, heaven forbid, he leaves her. And you could tell that Lisa's very much shaped by the trauma that her mom went through with her dad having another family. And I think it's smart for all women to have their own things, because you don't want to be dependent on anybody. And she, wants to get herself together for that rainy day. And she said the rainy day could be as simple as her man losing her job and them still staying together, or him leaving her. So she just always wants to be prepared, but it's tiring, So Ayan comforts her and tells her, to make time for herself, which is good advice. Then you see Stansberry low-key telling Sergio's family that he's too clingy before leaving them all to go hang out away from them again. And then Sergio's people tell him that they don't see Caroline having no baby for his clueless butt. Next, you see Ayan have a scene with her sister, who's coming to town to help celebrate the launch of Ayan Beauty. And they also want to celebrate one another since they're so close after having gone through circumcision together. Now, I believe Ayan said they had the type where they stitched up their lady parts rather than like cutting off the outer lady parts, but it was still traumatic regardless. And I think she said she had surgery, to correct what went down, but obviously the pain was still there. And because she's the younger sister, she said her older sister, had helped her get through it. Next, Brooks has a scene with her mom and her son, and she was less Disney villain coded around them since the son admitted that they aren't that close and he talks to the dad more because Brooks works until 10 p.m. And she says that, she's trying to be a good entrepreneur for him, but you could tell she has, mommy guilt but she can't stop working because she's the main breadwinner. You know, she's trying to grow her business. So she is between a rock and a hard place. Next, you see Sarah and that German man hash out their relationship, and they agree that they will be exclusive, but not boyfriend and girlfriend yet until she introduces them to her family, even though them two just had a date with her son at an empty movie theater. And I agree with Sarah's mom that Sarah's moving funny, because I think her last man claimed her but not her son, and this man is claiming her son and going on dates alone with the son but not claiming her yet. So it's given she's not making that much progress in choosing, and I want Sarah to really pray about what she's doing with her life. Next, Stansbury and her daughter meet up, and the daughter says that low-key Stansbury prioritizes Sergio over all of her kids. And it's clear to me that all the gossiping that the daughter was doing, telling Nyan mess, and then also embarrassing Sergio at the party, was definitely from a hurt place. And then the daughter spills the tea that Sergio moved in a week after their dad left. And so they were getting together during COVID, which accelerated their relationship. So the kids may not have seen the dad and Stansbury grow apart or get used to the mom, you know, moving on so fast. And the daughter is upset since she feels like Sergio also talks to her crazy, and the mom defends Sergio instead. And I am more believing the daughter, because we have all seen Sergio talk to Stansbury crazy with his macho talk about how he's the man, and he be telling her to shut up sometimes and how she gotta respect him. But even though, you know, Stansbury wears the pants, Sergio does give that he's verbally abusive sometimes, especially when he's backed in a corner or feeling like he, you know, don't have self-esteem about himself. So I can't even imagine what foolishness he be telling Stansbury's kids. And Stansbury in her confessional said that the kids do talk crazy to Sergio and tell him that he's not part of the family and whatnot. So at the end of the day, I'm on the kids' side, because they need more coddling and attention, because they're kids and their brains aren't fully developed, so they're going to act out. And Sergio's supposed to be the adult, but he acts too much like a kid. So even though the kids need correction, they need correction from their mom, not Sergio, especially not in his verbally abusive or, you know, way where he's yelling at them and going toe to toe with them, because that isn't somebody that they care for, you know. So he should be trying to win their trust and respect, but he don't look like he's mature enough to do that. So again, it's given a lot of red flags between Sergio and Stansbury, and she's got to prioritize her kids, because they need her more than that big man. He needs therapy if he's going to be that clingy and abusive. Next scene, Taleen is in mourning because her dog Coco died, and she's upset because apparently only Ayan, Lisa, and Stansbury comforted her when she texted the group that the doggy done went on to glory. And she's complaining about every little thing Brooks did. And it's clear that Taleen don't want to be friends with Brooks no more and using any excuse, because if she wanted to move forward, going to the birthday party was a perfect event to go to, because kids are innocent. And I'm sure, you know, the kids were in each other's lives if they were friends that long. So cutting Brooks and the son off this way is given that Taleen is not a great friend, you know. Then Brooks' birthday party for her son is next, and Ayan isn't there since she has to get her sister from the airport. Taleen didn't RSVP to the birthday, but Lisa's there for Brooks to gossip about that. And then we see Taleen and Stansbury hanging out at Taleen's house, because Stansbury definitely isn't going to Brooks' party because they fell out, and just Stansbury's son is not there. So Taleen and Stansbury both say they're not going to Brooks' party, and Brooks is using that dog or whatever else as an excuse, but camera showed that she wasn't too sad to go gallivanting drunk, hanging out with Stansbury, and she brought Stansbury to her bed with her husband. And then Stansbury gonna go and say that she looked like Margot Robbie. Says she gets told that she looks like Margot Robbie a lot, and the husband co-signed, saying he woke up next to his wife and Margot Robbie. So them two are getting real close, and really Brooks is getting jealous because apparently she saw the social media posts of them hanging out. So really Stansbury has meant that she also give Taleen more a chance, because Brooks was so adamant about them not hanging out, so it's kind of to spite Brooks, and the episode goes off. So it's a mess. I think Taleen is coming off as an opportunist, especially if she knew Brooks so long. It's too much mess. But say how you feel in the comments, and remember, you're the master of your fate, and the captain of your soul. Bye.